Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, bringing you some more Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play videos. Let's go ahead to the airship landing and get the hell out of Limsa, even though I think it's probably my favorite place to be. Right now, we have important business to take care of in another nation. So we'll be traveling to Uldah. A pleasure to serve you again, sir. Are you ready to board the airship to Uldah? Yes. Uldah is another city that I actually enjoy quite a bit. Let's go ahead on the gangplank. And we'll fly. And this will basically be the last time we have to fly anywhere. At least for the near future. Because we'll just be teleporting everywhere instead. Off we go. Once again, an airship just for one person just feels way inefficient. They were talking about, I guess they don't want too many people to die because apparently they're worried that the airship could be attacked by the Garleans. So, if I'm the only one who dies, that's better for them. Dun, dun, dun. The music here for Uldah is pretty good as well. Honestly, it's funny that since we started in Gridania and since I know so much about it, it's funny that it's actually my least favorite of the three. It's not that I have anything against forest places, it's just that it's not overly interesting. The music is good, but the music both for Uldah and Limsa both get stuck in my head way more often. And the leaders, the Elder Seedseer, she's alright, but she's a little bit kind of plain and it seems a little bit more cookie cutter than some of the other ones. Ah, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Uldah, sir. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Okay. The Flame General. So we'll go meet the Flame General first, just like we did in the last episode. And then we'll round things out by by getting all the crystals and such. Welcome to Uldah, sir. We have been expecting you. Flame General Raban will receive you in the Fragrant Chamber. Please take the lift down to Husty Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Okay. So we need to find the way out. Here we go. We'll go to Husty Strip. Uldah was the first city I ever played in with my first character. I started as a gladiator, of course, and the gladiators start in Uldah. We're gonna skip... you know what? I'm gonna pick it up. It's stupid to skip it. But we are gonna do an actual Aethernet shard run after we're done with the story here. So we'll run on here. This is sort of the noble area of Uldah. This is where all the rich people stay and where all the important stuff happens in this section of the city. Bartholomew. The Gridanian envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, sir? My thanks. Ah yes, the seal of the Elder Seedseer. Please proceed. So I guess we're telling this guy the same thing, just talking about the 5-year...
Ah, a guest from Gridania. I thought I smelled leaf mold. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Ixal. Welcome to the Sultanate of Uldah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Cartano. Aye, I remember bloody Cartano. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? So my counterparts have educated you. Plus, I saw it all in my mind at one point. Oh, trust Merwib, this name, to make light of our wolf problem. Women always did have a black sense of humor. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts upon which one cannot turn one's back. 'Tis only a matter of time before they bite. So it was the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solus Zos Galvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilzabar to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor and his republic an empire which then set its sight upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garlands have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander, Legatus Gaius van Belzar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall, like so many others before us, and not only Uldah, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the Admiral would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear, and if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Kane will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen, and we will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Elder Seedseer will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. Okay, perfect. We get a little wind-up airship minion. So we can use the airship routes now, connecting the three nations. We'll talk to this guy while we're here. Call of the Sea. Ah, my Lord Envoy, I trust your stay at the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Bataron, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Bataron would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Okay. Alright, so let's go on an Aether Shard hunt. So we need to get this one here, which is the Alchemist Guild. Yeah, so that's up here. So Uldah can be a little bit confusing because they do have this like elevated area up here where randomly the Alchemist Guild is held. It's kind of the only thing besides the meeting area whenever you're coming to meet with the leaders of Uldah, which is from time to time. You'll come up here. And actually it's also the place where the Paladin job quest starts off, so a few areas, or a few reasons to come up here, but if you're not a paladin, then the only other reason you'll be here is to meet with the leaders for story quests, and if you're an alchemist. A couple quests up here. Yeah, see, they just, again, level 1 quests for if you were to start in Uldah. So this stuff is all just to get you running around Uldah, which we're already going to do anyway. Alright, so we can come over this way. We can actually head down the stairs to get off the higher floor and into the lower floor, I guess you can call it. And there's a bunch of different crystals around the place here, or shards, I should say. So we'll grab the one at the Gladiators Guild. And then we'll sprint on over. I think the next one is the Weavers Guild. Oh, or the Goldsmith. They're pretty close together down here. But there's a lot of the craftsman classes here, like the miner, the goldsmith, the alchemist, the weaver, a few other ones. The miner. There's the Miners Guild. And then we'll run on over to the Weavers Guild. And then we'll run on over to the... Oh, that's the Gladiators. We might... Oh, no, we're not finished yet. We still have one more area. Alright, that's the Weavers Guild. This is the sort of shopping area where the market boards are. Down here. We have no real reason to go there right now. I don't think there's a crystal down here. No. So instead we're going to go to the Steppes of Nald, which is just a second map for Uldah. Kind of like how Gridania has New Gridania and Old Gridania. Limsa Lominsa has the lower decks and the upper decks, and Uldah has the Steppes of Nald and whatever the other place that we're on, the Steppes of Thal. So we're in the Steppes of Thal now. We move here into the Steppes of Nald. It's basically just like the other side of the city. And there's a few more. Yeah, this is where the all your initial story quests take place here. This is Momodi. She's basically like the Miyun. If you were to start in Gridania or in Uldah. I've never started in Limsa Lominsa, so I don't even know anything about the Adventurers Guild there, but I'm sure it's similar. Alright, we have access to the Adventurers Guild, and I think there's just a couple more. There's the big crystal, and then there's a little one over here. So we're about to get the one that's actually the most important. This is an important quest that we'll be doing later. I didn't even think your guild has hero. Oh, we missed that one. Let's see if we can do it this episode. I'm not sure if we'll be able to, though. But if it pops up relatively soon, then maybe. Alright, we have the large aetheryte crystal, so that's great. Now we can travel right to Uldah if we need to. There's a ton of quests all over the place here, and some of them are going to be picked up for sure. But we need to go over to the Thaumaturge's Guild here. The Thaumaturge is basically like the Black Mage, like the magic DPS dealer. And it does turn into a Black Mage job later on, which is pretty cool. And I actually have a pretty big interest in playing a Black Mage, so that is something that we might be seeing in the future. Alright, Thaumaturge Guild, and we have all of the ones in Uldah now. Okay. Alright, so we're actually all done that. So now we can have, I'll give you a taste of what questing is going to be like now that we've unlocked all the shards and all the aetherytes around the place. So right now we actually have a story quest to go to Limsa Lominsa. Literally we can click on the quest, click on map, and we see that it is in the upper decks. The upper decks does not have the aetheryte crystal, so instead we'll go to the lower decks, and there it is. So we just click on it, we'll get a free teleportation. It is kind of expensive, 400 and something gil, and if you're traveling a lot, then it will eat at your gold, but honestly, it's worth it. And if you're having money trouble, then you can always look into doing one of the crafting quests, or just don't buy too much stuff off the auction house, or the market board. Alright, so yeah, we do have to go up to the upper decks though, so there it is. get a little bit turned around in Limsa. This is the city that I'm like least familiar with, even though I think it's probably my favorite. Okay, so we're gonna go meet this Betaron guy. Find out what he wants. He's in search for a capable adventurer. That's definitely us. Okay. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in a... I'm Betaron, alright. Who's asking? Heard as I've got a job for a capable adventurer, you say. Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleedin' airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. Oh, well, in that case, I'm not interested. Actually, yeah, let's take it. It's probably pirates. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it that some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Aleport and find who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago as the Fishback's pet pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Betaron, I should be happy to elaborate. Oh, that's Raynor. Oh, someone else is coming in. Okay, that confused me for a minute. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellowjacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commander Raynor, or Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither. In fact, I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Kurils had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In the light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But, with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Alright. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located in western Lanasia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. Okay. So if you guys know what Sastasha is all about, then you'll be happy to know that we're coming up on some pretty cool stuff. But the rest of this quest is going to wait. In the meantime, what we're going to do is end this episode, and in the next one, we are finally going to go and unlock all this stuff I've been talking about. So we're going to be unlocking the challenge log. We're going to be unlocking a couple of the little minions you can find around the place. We are going to be looking into the gold saucer, and perhaps more, if I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.